You know what? It's unbelievably a gorgeous day in the lovely, lovely queendom that is England. I've got a fresh bottle of Coke, I've got some Dark Souls in front of me, and I'm ready for some quality to fuck. So, let's get into it. The first thing I want to address is what I've actually done since I last uploaded a video, or last recorded one. And that is, I now have a Bastard Sword plus 14, which is nice. Spider Shield plus 5, I think I've upgraded these a couple of times. But I also have a plus 5 hand axe, which I wasn't going to upgrade, but it's a quality weapon that not a lot of people use outside of, you know, it being a starter weapon. And a plus 10 winged spear. I could actually upgrade that. Actually, no, I've not got any chunks, I don't think. And what I also want to address is obviously the Sen's Fortress in the back there that's open. I've come from Firelink, but instead of going through Sen's Fortress right now or back to Asylum right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the other half of the forest. I'm not actually going to kill Sif just yet. I'm just going to clear the area. I'm going to, because I'm not actually using, other than maybe the Elite Knight Gauntlets I might stick with, other than that, though, I'm not really using any of the pieces of armour that I want to use. Like I mentioned many a time so far in this playthrough, I'm not worried about having to fast roll all the time. I'm pretty content with mid-rolling. Nice damage on the Bastard Sword there. Yeah, I'm content with mid-rolling all the time. I'm really not mithered whatsoever about that. I'm settling for mid-roll, so I am actually going pretty much for the Eastern armour. That is my main reason for going into the forest. And I might go and pick up the stone set as well and join the Forest Covenant. I have actually already been down in the basin off camera. I came up through the shortcut where Havel is, because I wanted a bit of a soul boost, so I did through the Undead Berg, and came through the shortcut. So I've killed Havel, killed the Black Knight at the bottom, and picked up all the shiz that has to offer. Obviously killed the Crystal Lizard, but what I haven't killed is the Hydra, and that is exactly where we are going just now. So let's deal with it. I was tempted to use Havel's ring here and take off a couple of pieces of armor so I can run up to the Hydra, but I'm gonna back my luck at the moment. I'm just gonna hope that my luck actually. Whoa! I didn't even see that coming. There's more of them coming as well. Rolled straight into one. I managed to dodge one of them and then rolled straight into the other one. No qualms, no dramas. There's this one coming as well. Let's draw it back at it. The Hydra can't reach us. Come on, son. As I mentioned a couple of times that I've introduced my brother to this game recently, his son, my nephew. He calls these Krisnor. That's their name. So from now on, these are Krisnors. Or I don't know whether that's actually the. I don't know actually if that's the correct word for more than one of them. I don't know, but they are Krisnor from now on. So if you hear me say that word, that's what I'm on about. And I'll duck behind here. Pop a heal before we do it. I actually think I've left that a little bit late. I might get hit here. It's all good. I might get hit here if it does another one. No, I'm all good. It's doing it again as well. Still a little bit too close for it to hit me though. There we go. That's what we wanted. One head gone. It's really difficult for me to see the edge because there's so much glare on the screen than being like 13 floors up in a block of flats, and it isn't a sunny ass day today. So I'm struggling to see the edge. I can just about make it out under the film of glare on the screen. I'm glad this is cutting their heads off in one go though, because it just makes the process so much quicker. Other than when there's like one head left and you're chasing it around like fucking Hercules. This one, I've got to be wary of. I'm like right on the edge there. Back up. I can afford to back up a little bit. There's another head gone. Look at me strutting towards the bastard. Another head that's easily accessible behind me if I can reach it. There we go. There's 2 heads left. And now I'm really struggling to see the edge. It's a little bit further forward. See where the 2 heads are going. Ah, there's one here. Is that 1 head left? Yeah. Ah, this is the one that you always end up having to fucking chase after. Oh, it did a water attack then. Stood there waiting for it to melee and it didn't do it. I can't sprint after it, I can't even see the edge. Let me try moving back a tad so I'm away from the edge. I can see the edge if I step back. The thing is, this last head always moves. It always goes back quicker as well. This might be my chance. There we go. I have spent much longer than that chasing that head about in the past. Dustcrown Ring and a Dragon Scale. This, of course, in the DLC is where you fight Calamity if people were unsure of that. God, this glare is killing me, it really is. I may as well pick this up because I'm not going to come down here again until I open up the DLC. So I may as well pick this up now. Even though it's so painful to watch me fucking trying to wade through the water. But yeah, last time I was in the DLC, like last time I actually played through that, it wasn't that long ago, it was probably last week or so. I properly looked about, you know, obviously you can drop down that waterfall in the DLC. I don't know whether you can do it on this, I don't think it's properly accessible. But yeah, I was like looking at in certain areas. Like once you get up to the top there and you have to like edge round that little cliff, you can actually see the little gully that you end up walking down with those little dogs in the DLC. It's just really interesting. And I always look down as well to the area where you fight Artorias. I'm always looking down to see if there's any ruins of it. I'm not 100% sure whether there is. I don't think there is though. It's like straight across from the Sith boss room, so I've looked many a time. So let's quit the game. Quit the game and get this crystal golem to come up. It's just because sometimes I do forget to do this and then I'm forced to come and do this like once I've unlocked the DLC when I really just want to get into the other areas. So it's quite frustrating if you leave it. Have a quick sip of me Coke. Only use me Coke. That's what it's all about. There we go. Puckered pussy it is. Looks like puckered pussy's back on the menu, boys. I need a new fucking computer chair. It's seen better days. It really has. I didn't think I was gonna reach that then. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? It actually pushed me out of the range of that then. That's funny. There we go. No big problems at all. It's even easier if we've got the rusted iron ring. Hi, Dusk. Yes, you will be of assistance to me, because I'll probably buy Hidden Body off you later on, and maybe Cast Light. Although I don't know, I'll probably end up doing Tomb of the Giants after Izalith, so I could potentially get the Sunlight Maggot instead, which is always a good option. Cast Light Castlight's probably the easiest way to do Tomb of the Giants, though, because you don't have to give up you know, anything. You don't have to give up like the physical defense of the helmet that you're wearing, or you don't have to give up one of your hand slots for the skull lantern. So Castlight's probably the easiest way to do it. The only thing about that is you have to, you know, stat investment into it. I can't remember exactly what it is. Yeah. When my brother got to Tomb of the Giants, I told him to buy Castlight, and I don't think he had enough intelligence to use it. So I think it's 14 intelligence you need for it. And obviously, if you're not planning on doing any sorcery or using any magic, then you're not likely to have 14 intelligence. So it's, you know, there's ups and downs to using each light source. I usually use the skull lantern, to be honest, but I don't know. We'll see. That's what this is, the little gully I'm talking about. When you're coming up to fight Calamite, this is the gully that you walk down. It's actually obviously got a lot less water in it, and you go down the ladder over there. Yeah, it's really interesting. I actually hate this area of the forest, I'm not going to lie. And I'm not sure which way to go. I know the eastern armour is up here, so I suppose I'll go up this way first. I just hate the amount of Ents there is up this way. Bit of frame drop there. It's not very often that you get that. But yeah, you get ambushed by literally ambushed by these Ents, and a lot of them. I think they've definitely, the ones in this area of the forest have definitely got more physical defense. Definitely. I could one-shot the ones in the first area with a one-handed normal attack, so definitely got more physical defense. There's one in the ground over there as well. Hitbox wasn't active yet, but no dramas. Dealt with that. Blood Red Moss Clump, completely useless. Well, not completely useless, but I've never really used one. Perhaps against Priscilla you could use one, I suppose. I don't know. Even then, that's at a stretch. You don't really need it. It's not really the toughest boss that there is. It's just good that these have literally next to no poise. Go on, throw yourself off the edge. Go on. Oh, he's smart, this one. Tree bird, this one. Two-hander. Two hands. I'm gonna wank with two hands. There's only one left. There might be one coming up behind me, though. You never know. You twat. This area is so horrendous with this glare. I literally, when I look over there into the forest, all I can see is the little bits of light. That's all I can see. I can't actually see anything other than that, so that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun when I run into the Covenant members that are like the ones that are near enough invisible. That's going to be all in the name of fun, isn't it? Brilliant stuff. God, this is horrendous. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they don't have more physical defense. Maybe I was just hitting counters on the ones before, possibly. Like that bounced off my shield and a one shot in it. Maybe that's what it was. Right. There's the entrance. This is where I came in, is it not? No. It's like I said, I am struggling to see what is going on. I really am. Ah, I see where I am. I see this bastard as well. I'm just going to take my chances. If I get hit by another solar, I'll probably die, which will annoy me, I'm not going to lie. A lot of the time on this game, if I die, it's just like, whatever, move on. And we are safe. Thank God for that. It's always a bit of a strange run, that one. I'll join your covenant. Why not? You have definitely put some weight on since the DLC times, though. Not gonna lie. Your head's not the right size for your body. Let's be honest. Thank God these dicks aren't. hostile now. May as well speak to Shiva, make him go down into the...
Only that's a don't worry. Great.
I don't really want the wood grain ring, the dark wood grain ring. I'm not really interested in getting that, so this ninja is safe from my wrath for the time being. What I am going to do though is go and get the... It's the enchanted ember, is it not? I think it is. From these giant mushrooms, and the stone armour set is tucked away behind here. And if I can stay fast rolling, not fast rolling, mid rolling, I might use one of the pieces of that because I've never really used it. I might use maybe the gauntlets because I might be able to get away with it. And there's the Sif. Yeah, the area that you fight Artorias is down here in the DLC, because you can run all the way along the wall in the Royal Wood, and you go along there, and then that little building there is actually where the shortcut is down to the Artorias boss fight. So Artorias, the boss fight is down there. Again, if anybody was confused as to exactly where that takes place, that's where it is. Again, I'm really struggling to even see what's ahead of me here, and I know that these mushrooms can hit fucking hard, so I'm going to have to be pretty careful. I didn't think it was going to aggro him then. I only got 2 attacks as the 1-2 punch, and then it's the sort of reaching type punch. You don't want to get hit by it. Honestly, you fucking don't. You really don't. That's the reaching punch right there. I don't know whether I've got my back to the edge here. No, I'm alright at the moment. Bit of a lock on fail though, because he's right near the tree. I don't want to back up into the other one as well. That's something I've got to be wary of. They obviously attack really slow, and they're not particularly difficult to defeat if you just keep outranging them. But you just don't want to get hit. You want to drop some resin for me? Thank you. Right, that will come in very, very handy. And in the DLC, there is a blue titanite slab in this exact location, guarded by a lot of stone giants and gardeners. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Sorry I killed you, buddy. I really like killing these. They just seem nice, don't they? Nice and civilized. But whatever. It's gotta be done if we want that pickup, which we do. I don't really know why we want it, because I'm not really planning on using enchanted weapons, but you know what I've said. Completionist, perfectionist. And that's really all there is to it. I know there's the area with the cats, so maybe when I do the Sith boss fight I'll come back through that way, but for now we are boning out. That's what I came for. I suppose one of the upsides of me actually resting at that bonfire is I'm going to have a few twinkling titanite now, so I'll be able to upgrade the eastern armour a little bit, which is a piece of the armour set that I want to use. Right. Yeah, I will look for someone else, don't you worry your little fucking head about it. Eastern, where is it? Where is it? Did I just go past it? No. Eastern armour, I've got 4, so I'll be able to upgrade it twice or 3 times a lady. And that should be very, very stout now.
Don't get used.
Neither of us wants to see you go hollow. That will be very, very nice and stout. And it's one of the coolest looking pieces of armour in the game, it really is. For now, I'll keep the Elite Knight gauntlets because I think it also takes Twinkling Titanite to upgrade these. Let's see if I can wear them and still... No, I'm fast rolling if I put those on. Elite Knight gauntlets it is then. They're pretty stout. I'm quite liking this so far. Definitely oh no, still mid-rolling, although that looks absolutely ridiculous. So let's not go there. I want a helmet that I don't use very often. I'll stick with the Elite Knight helm for now. For now, I'll stick with it. And I might upgrade something else later on. Fuck it, let's upgrade this a bit. +3. Ah, fuck it, why not? And we've got Brigand trousers and Elite Knight gauntlets on. The Elite Knight gauntlets. Let's upgrade those as well. Where are they? There they are. +4. And the Brigand trousers, which are always nice. Let's upgrade those as well a bit. I know this might be incredibly fucking tedious and boring, but it's got to be done. Get us set up for more difficult parts of the game. I'm glad that I've got the Eastern set. It's absolutely badass. But for now, let's make our way back to Firelink Shrine and let's get ready to rumble. Nope, we are ready to go back to Asylum. I'm actually really glad that I did rest of that bonfire now, because I didn't think of that. I'll be much more stout against Stray Demon if we are to get hit. And the reason I'm not spending my souls is because if I beat Stray Demon without dying, which I'm obviously hoping will happen, I'm obviously hoping that'll come to pass, then we will have a really, really good amount of souls to level up a bit, and I'm going to keep some of them, and I've still got some consumable soul items as well, so we can buy some large shards when we get into Sen's Fortress. I know there's quite a few pickups anyway, and I have got... Oh no, I just used them, didn't I? There is a few pickups anyway. There we go. I wonder what the fuck was going on then. Right. One thing I'm not worried about is getting that, because I don't need it. Actually, fuck it, yeah. I am going to get it. Can you make this just not mid-rolling? Easily. Easily. I'm going to have to make that jump again anyway, so it's not like it really matters much. I feel like the mid-roll has more, like, range. Like, it seems that your body stays straighter, and it actually gets out of the way further, but it just takes a little bit longer to do it. I might be wrong on that, but it looked like with the fast roll, you sort of tuck in. I don't know, I might be completely wrong about that. It's just the way it looks to me when I do it. So, I will... Yeah, we're only 25 minutes in. I will challenge Stray. I was thinking of just getting to the bonfire and then cutting it off, but no. I've only done really one thing in this this episode, so... Yeah, I will challenge it. I mean, my last episode was 40 minutes and I didn't have any trouble rendering that, so... Fuck it. Fuck it in and tuck it in a bucket. And suck it, bitch. That's some nice coke. And I don't mean the shit I'm drinking. No, you dick. I fucking hate you. Fuck off. Shaman. Why, you bastard. I don't care if I'm getting hit because I'm about to use the fucking bonfire. So, joke's on you, pink bitch. Fuck it. Let's do this. That looks pretty silly, doesn't it, with them gauntlets? Like I said, I might change the gauntlets a bit later on. I don't know. We'll see what happens. See if anything takes my fancy that I don't use very often. Right. We are ready. This fight is very... It's difficult. It's quite tricky when you're a new player if you don't know what to expect and you don't know the moves that Stray does. It can be really difficult, but it makes it so much easier if you are fast rolling. We'll see what happens. I might get killed, you never know. And it's gone with an area of effect straight away, and I might die here. I'm alright for now. Flying up. Don't want to walk in too quick because the hitbox is still active a bit after it lands, so get a couple of hits. That's some nice damage we put. Nice damage output there. If you want to keep doing simple moves to dodge, it's this. I mean, obviously when you drop down, if you notice straight away that it's like a copy of the Asylum Demon, you think that it's going to have the same sort of moves, but obviously you don't expect the area of effect moves. So it can put you off, and they're definitely its most dangerous weapons if you get caught in it, especially if you get caught dodging or something like that, or rolling to the side or backstepping, something like that. As long as you stay behind it, it's best to stay out of lock-on, because you can just hit the end of its tail. It doesn't take any damage away from what output you're doing, so that's what I mean by the hitbox still being active. So let's tuck back behind the fat bastard and tank away on its tail, shall we? Oh, missed. And that was a silly, silly move. I don't know why I swung again. Getting greedy, that's what it is. Should be one more. Can't see its fucking tail because of the dust cloud. Well, I am very, very glad that I've done a boss fight as smoothly as that on this playthrough, because I've been sloppy on the other ones, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I can't lie, you fucking witnessed it. But yeah, I'm glad that I've done that as smoothly as that, because that is what I'm capable of. Capable of doing pretty much all the bosses without getting hit. There's certain ones it's really hard not to get hit. Ugh. Dispatch this guy. Mi dispiace, compadre. I'm going the wrong way. I actually can't remember whether I killed Oscar at the beginning. I can't remember. I don't think I did though, so he'll be hollow for us. So let's go and show him some shit, because this shield is actually quite useful. One of the areas that I use it in is in the DLC area, in the new content. Well, not new now, obviously, but the latest content area against the sorceresses. I think the sorceresses. I don't know. In Ulasil, especially the one where you have to walk along that big like walkway. This crest shield has got intense magic defense. Let's pull him out into a bit of an open area instead. There we go. This'll do. Fat rolling, are we? Too many pork pies. There we. Oh, I thought I was going to be about. Oh, I broke his guard. Broke his fucking spirit. Plays through his attacks. Did him in. I actually, the wolf ring is growing on me, I'm not gonna lie. I went up those stairs a little bit higher than I had to, really. And let's... That is some nice damage. This is a nice little nifty episode so far. And as I said, I have a nice little pile of souls now ready for Sen's Fortress. Gonna level up a little bit, leave some souls left over for large Titanite shards to upgrade another weapon. I'm really tempted to start, because I obviously upgraded the wing spear and the partisan. I didn't really, I bought the pike and then didn't put any points into it, but I have now decided that I'm gonna put some points into it. Just on the fact, because I was on the wiki earlier looking for weapons that were, you know, coming up later on. Did a little bunny hop there. Weapons that were coming later on, some more unusual quality weapons that I don't see used very often. And I looked at the scaling of the pike, and it's the base damage and its stats are pretty much identical to the wing spear, but its scaling is far superior. So I think I might use it a bit, and it's got intense range as well. So yeah, I think I might use it a little bit. Start putting some points into that. Obviously, I can +5 it whenever I want. Buy some large shards and upgrade it to +10. Probably after the next episode. Or it might be before the next episode. I've got some stuff that I can trade with Snuggly, but again, I may as well do that off camera. It's quite boring to watch, but for now, let's just go back to Firelink. Yeah, I can't even remember what I was talking about now. Fucking crow put me off. Put me off and dropped me off back in Lordran. Back where it all begins. The place for new tomorrows. And nifty little jumps you can do as well. Drop off here. Sprint. And dive. Ah, I didn't do a dive. Shared fish. And we are back in the safety and ambience of Firelink Shrine. So yeah, before that's what I was saying. Before the next episode, I'll probably go and farm some more chunks. Mainly because I can +10 the pike pretty quickly. Because I've got enough souls to buy like enough large shards, and there's going to be some pickups in Sen's Fortress. I can +10 the pike straight away, and then have the chunks to +14 it. Because that's the choice that I have made, and also the flamberge is another weapon that's quite caught my fancy that I don't really see people using. Another quality weapon, but all that is for the next episode. And we never know what we're going to be doing in this playthrough, so hopefully you will join me and find out in the next one. Thank you for joining me for this one. I will see you next time a beaver bites your dick. Shit.